Alright, so this is a little different from what I usually do when it comes to comic book reviews. Right now, I'm going to be going over pretty much the whole series for Spider-Gwen. This is what I plan to do whenever a book reaches a certain amount. I'm just going to give a overall for how I feel and give it a should I keep reviewing or should I just let it go. The book that I'm talking about, of course, for today is Spider-Gwen. This is issue 4, but I'm going to go over the entire thing as a whole. Up to issue 4, I do have to say that this is a good book, but I do understand why a lot of people don't really read it. It is a little strange. I mean, one, it's not the main universe, so not a lot of people care about alternate universe storylines, which is true. I understand it. I don't get it, but I understand why people are that way. It is a story that involves Gwen instead of Peter Parker, and I like it. The costume's a little weird, true, but I enjoy how the costume is. The art style is also a little weird, and the writing's not exactly the best. So, I do understand why people don't immediately pick the book up, but it was something I started reading from issue 1, and I kind of fell in love with the character, so I stayed with it for as long as I am now, which is only 4 issues in, so it's not too big. But I do like the story, and I am going to continue reading the book, because I feel that it's actually pretty good. Other people don't like what they're doing with Gwen because they're kind of making her this, or what Marvel tends to do with the characters, is just shove them down your throat. I mean, I think it's next month that we're getting all Gwen covers for Marvel. So, all Ant-Man covers as well, I guess, but we're gonna get all Gwen covers, like a Gwen Wolverine, and a Gwen Thor, and a Gwen Hulk, and stuff like that. So, I can understand getting sick of this character because they're gonna shove it down your throat until you pretty much don't want to do anything, or don't want anything to do with this character, and then she'll die and everyone will forget about her. But I don't want that. I kind of want them to slow the shit down, probably do all that crap to the Silk character, because a lot of people have been jumped on to Spider-Gwen and dropped Silk, but then have slowly pushed it up, so now Silk is one of the ones that everyone's reading, and Spider-Gwen's not exactly. I do have to say, I kind of on the fence on if they should bring this character to the main universe or keep it in this universe. As I've talked about, with it being a new universe, they're allowed to do pretty much anything they want, and we see that. Frank Castle is still a cop, but he's the Punisher as his title as a cop. Kingpin is in jail, but he's still like a huge crime lord and is still running things from inside a jail. Matt Murdock, instead of becoming Daredevil, becomes a crooked lawyer. So it's interesting to see that. Ben Grimm, or the Thing, he's also a cop. He never became the Thing. He never went into space and got anything experimented on him. So we get to see how this new world affects everybody around it. Uncle Ben is alive. It looks like, or from this story at least, that Aunt May didn't make it, so we have a different view of things. We have Gwen's dad, and Uncle Ben as like a team together working with each other. So it's a different, unique way of telling a story, since we don't get Uncle Ben in our universe at all. So it's cool to see a different flip to how the story is supposed to be. So I like that, but at the same time, I want to see this character with other characters. Like, I want to see this character with the Young Avengers, or I want to see this character with the X-Men. Like, I want to see more of that. Hopefully, the all-new X-Men comes back and stays as a, like, time-traveling, universe-hopping X-Men team, which would be amazing. I loved when they crossed over with the Ultimate Universe and teamed up with Miles Morales. I would like to see them do the same thing with Spider-Gwen. Just jump in and hang out in the Spider-Gwen universe. That would be pretty dope. But that's just my opinion with how I feel this book should be. Now, I'm not going to be doing any more reviews on Spider-Gwen, which isn't me saying that I don't like it. It's just, I gave my overall review on how I feel the book, and I understand that other people aren't 100% on the same level as me. But if there's anything crucial, anything big that comes up with this character, you bet your ass I'm bringing it back, and I'm going, yo, you gotta read this book right here, right here. I mean, issue 4 wasn't too bad. It was good, so I don't want to leave it off saying that it wasn't, but it was alright. It was good. But, yeah, that's pretty much for this review. I will see you guys later on Thursday, unless I come up with a surprise video in between, so maybe, we'll see. But catch you guys on the flip side.